Oh, he's going after him. He's going after him.
All right, so I just got a call from Gabby. I asked her to check on an alligator that I've already checked on twice today. But I've had a bunch of people call me about this gator yesterday and early this morning. So she said he's there now, but he's laying up on the concrete embankment directly behind this lady's house, which is right behind the highway. So I'm hoping he's still there when I get there. I can swim over, either splash around, have him kind of walk in the water. I can hopefully reach out and noose him. Or if he goes around me, hopefully he sits up, I can swim over and put the rope over his head. If I spook him too much, he's going to just take off and be gone. The water's kind of deep over there. And the water's, it's not crystal clear. It's kind of a tannic, kind of a brownish color. So you don't have a whole lot of light below about 10 or 15 feet. But I would love to get him out of there because I've been spending way too much time in this neighborhood. He'll be there for 3 days and take off for a month. Then he's back for 3, 4, 5 days, takes off for a month or two, comes back. He lays on people's floating docks. He's been up in people's backyards when the water level's real high. So I would love to get him out of there today and be done with this whole thing. Hey, is he still there?
Yeah, like right.
Yeah, I see him. All right, I'm gonna put my stuff on. So as soon as I get there, I see the gator still there. I throw my stuff on. I jump in the water and just start swimming towards, not directly towards him. I want to swim until I get about parallel with him and then kind of sneak up from behind him.
There he is. All right, he just went under. Oh, he's going after him. He's going after him. That's good though. That's what he wants. I think he got him.
You got him?
Yep. Yeah, I think he got him. Or I missed him.
All right, well that sucked a giant bowl of pig snot. When I got there, the gator was exactly where Gabby said he was. I changed up. I was getting ready to get in the water. My friend Nate lives in that neighborhood. He came over and he was like, hey, you want a kayak? You want a boat? And I was like, no, I want to be as inconspicuous and as low profile as possible and, you know, as unintimidating as I possibly can be. So if I just get in, stay low in the water, there's a good chance I'll get him to come to me. So I swam over, I got behind him, made a little bit of noise, but when he turned, he didn't come straight in. He went kind of wide and he stayed up on the surface, which was good because that means he was thinking about, hey, you know, taking a shot at me, but he wasn't really coming after me, so I decided to make my way towards him real calm-like, but he wasn't buying it. He just took off like a shot. And looked around for about 15, 20 minutes, and I finally found his silt trail, and it led to a big silt cloud underwater on the bottom, and he was in the middle of it. I was inching through it, trying not to smash him with my face, and I saw he was in there, but I couldn't make out what was heads or tails, but I knew he was in there. And I decided to pull up on the side and wait for that silt to calm down. There's zero flow in there right now. There's no current anywhere to take that away. It's just stagnant right now. It's probably, there's a tidal flow in there, but it's probably right at slack tide, so I'm getting no help. And, you know, Gabby and Nate are like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And Nate's like, you know, you want me to get the kayak or the boat? I'm like, no, like, I'm good. Like, he's right here. Everybody, you know, just be quiet. And I check a couple times. The silt's settling, but it's taking a while. And then a big boat comes by, and Nate asked them to go check on me. And I'm like, I knew when I saw the guy stop, I'm like, I got one more shot at this. So I swam over, I went down, and again, I couldn't make heads or tails. I even tried to put the noose through the cloud, hoping to get lucky, and I didn't get anything. So I popped up, the guy came over. Of course, he idles up right over the gator and ends up chasing it away. You can see like where he took off, but he went up in the water column, so he's not leaving a trail anymore. So he's gone, and I'll end up getting a call in a few days. I'll be out here tomorrow checking for him, but there's a good chance I've chased him away and he's not going to be around for a few weeks again. So, yeah, we're just waiting to see. Okay, so I'm actually heading back to that gator that I tried to sneak up behind on the embankment that ended up going around me and I lost him. He's been MIA in that area for about a week now. He's been over in a different neighborhood. I just got a new permit for him. They said he'd been there for like 4 or 5 days, so he probably got scared out of the other area because some big fat guy snuck up behind him and tried to put a rope on him. So he relocated about a mile down this canal system, and I'm gonna head over there right now. We just got a new permit for him, so we'll see. Hopefully I can catch up with him today. And I'm not going to try to get in the water. If I see him, I'm trying to put a hook in him real quick and not give him a chance to get away this time. Okay, so I went to the place with the new permit. They said he just left about 15 minutes ago. A neighbor saw him heading under the bridge, which means he's going back to the other spot. And I have another permit for him, which is down near the boat ramp, which is on the other side of that neighborhood. So I think he's been avoiding the place where I almost noosed him and maybe going back and forth between these two. So if he just left 15 minutes ago, if he's going at a slow clip, he should probably almost be there by now. He was just up right there. He was like right in the middle of the frame right there. He went down as soon as he saw me again. I think I'm going to put this on a tripod. And then I'll get in there and go look for him. So, when I pulled up, he was down the corner here. And he went right down. So, I don't think I'll have a chance to get him with the rod and reel, so I'm gonna have to jump in and swim around and try to chase him down. I'm hoping he's just sitting in the corner over there. The water seems pretty clear, it's not real deep. So I think I got a maybe 50-50 shot to catch him. We'll see what happens. So as I'm putting my fins on, I look in the corner and he had just popped up again. And before I could even get the mask and snorkel over my head, I think he kind of heard me making a little bit of splashing noise and went down. So I just thought, you know what, grab the catch pole and just swim right over to that corner. And the visibility wasn't great at first. I got in there and towards the surface it's a little murky, but I noticed the deeper you went, the more clarity there was. And I went and I checked that corner out. I didn't see anything. I checked all along the wall, I checked around the rocks, I went back and forth a couple of times, and I thought, all right, I gotta start making my way out towards the right, back towards that pump station a little bit. And then I went down and I saw this big concrete slab, it's like a ledge almost, and it's like propped up on some rocks. And I thought, you know, if I'm a gator and I'm looking to hide from the fat guy, that's not a bad place to be. So I swam around, and right at the edge of that concrete slab, I went down and I just saw his head sticking out. And I went to put the noose over him, but he had his head on top of a rock, so I couldn't get it underneath his jaw. Then he backed out. He went into like a little cave where that ledge is over. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to sit up here and wait as long as I can. And rather than go in there and try to spook him out of there, let me just wait and see what he does. And I couldn't really see a whole lot, so I kind of popped my head under that ledge a little bit, and I think he kind of saw me there and started to walk his way out, and I just threw the noose up in front of him, and he kind of walked right through it. And when I got it up to his two front legs, I tightened it real gentle, not to spook him, and then I thought, you know what, if I can get him up over this rock before he even knows what's going on, maybe I'll make this kind of easy. But he kind of went around it, and then he just made a break for it and started thrashing and rolling, and it just got crazy. Once I feel him start doing that death roll stuff, I know I can move him to the water pretty quick. So usually I'll kind of, take advantage of that and make a break for wherever I want to go. And then he made one hard run and dragged me backwards. And then he just kind of almost felt like he gave up. I went up to the surface, I got some air, and I realized I'm not even swimming that hard, and he's just gliding along with me. And I thought, you know what? If he's not fighting you, put your head down and make a beeline for the dock and try to get him out of here as quick as possible. He was just kind of letting me glide him along the bottom. And then I almost made it to the dock, and all of a sudden he just stopped. He got stuck on something. I couldn't move him. And I was right there. I was right next to the piling of the dock, and I'm thinking, if I can just grab a hold of this piling, I can pull him over whatever he's stuck on. So I'm literally swimming as hard as I can. I got my head down, and I'm just swimming as hard as I can. I'm not moving an inch. I got one hand on the rope. Somehow I dropped my snorkel out. I reach out to grab the column, and I can barely touch it, and then he goes off like a bomb. He drags my hands across the barnacles, and then drags me down this canal about 20 feet. And luckily, I was able to catch myself on one of the support columns of the seawall. And I see him splash around like a maniac in the background, and I push off the seawall, trying to get back to that piling, and I'm thinking, you know what? Just tie him off, get back up to the boat ramp, get up on the dock, I'll hook the rope with a fishing pole, and then I'll obviously have better footing, but I'll also have an angle where I can get him up and over whatever it is he's getting stuck on. And it looked good on paper, but that turned out to be the wrong decision.
He's tearing my hands up. I had to tie him off. Super strong. He's not super big. He might be 10, 9 and change, but that dude just whipped my ass. He must be on a ledge or something. All right, I'm just gonna go tie another rope to it. This guy's crazy. I mean, just totally shredded, trashed my hand. Oh, he's rolling everything up right now. He's almost right here. He's
So as I hook the rope and I get to the surface, he's continuing to roll, and it ends up wrapping the rope around the hook. So now it won't slide up to me, and he ends up wrapping the rope and the hook and the line around himself.
Great, I gotta go in there. I gotta go in that mess and get him out. Oh, well, that's gonna be a blast.
And basically almost ties himself to the dock, and it just turned into a big pile of scrambled eggs.
All right, let's, all right, I'm gonna try to untie that other rope. with this hook. What I want to do is untie it and then get my hands on it. All right, only one on that one. All right, there's one. So close, so close. All right, I gotta get in there. All right, get that out of there.
Yeah, and once I got him up to the boat ramp, he didn't give me a hard time at all. He was done. He was out of gas. He had spent all his energy out in that water, dragging me around, and then when he wrapped himself up around that piling, so he was a good boy when I got up to the boat ramp. I tied the rope off to a gate. Then I just went, grabbed his jaws. He didn't fight at all. He didn't shake, didn't try to roll. Like I said, the fight was pretty much gone at this point, so I just focused on getting his mouth taped. I noticed the end of his nose was a little bit scraped up. They get inside of these canals with all the seawalls. There's really nowhere to get out of the water, so except for these little boat ramps. So as they're traveling along, they'll scrape their noses up because it's just, like I said, it's concrete and barnacles. So he wasn't that bad considering he had been in there for quite a while. So once I got his mouth taped up, I just went back to the truck. I got the tow strap, which makes it easier to drag him around. You put it behind his front legs and you can kind of lift him off the ground and kind of manipulate him anywhere you want to go. And it's a lot easier to pull on the tow strap than that little rope. Dude, you gotta hit the treadmill. Good job. Get in there, get in there. All right, so I am actually going to take you guys with me to drop this gator off. He spent the last night at Holiday Park in the wrestling pit. Usually I don't show you guys where they go because I think it's kind of boring, but I figured for this guy, we'll take him down. You'll see we're going to put him out in the big pond with some of the big boys. I think he'll be happy down there. They eat quite well, so, and by the looks of things, he really likes to eat, so I think he's going to be a happy boy once he adjusts to it. I'm sure it's a shock at first, but it's better than being turned into a suitcase, I guess. So as you can see, he's not going to be very big compared to the rest of these guys. He thinks he's a big shot right now, but compared to these guys, he's a little dude. Get out of here.
Yellow ran away.
Look.
I can stand back out.
All right, relax, relax. Yeah, see, he's bigger than that little dude. Oh, stop it. Slow down, you'll pull a hamstring. Look at that, baby. Look at that, baby. Oh, yeah, stop it. I want to hear your mouth, son. Look at that, baby. Stop it. You're all right, son. You're all right. Baby, coming in hot. You're all right, son. Come on. Calm down, you cowards. That way. You gotta spin this way.
Oh, no show, Gator.
You gotta spin this way. Come on, let's go. Thank you, sir. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. You're all right. You all right, son? You all right, son?
All right, so this is his new home, and hopefully he'll be happy out here. There's this big pond, and there's a marshy area that goes way in the back if you want to kind of go and hide from everybody. So he's got plenty of room to move around, plenty of food out here, and yeah, a lot better than being turned into a pair of boots, I bet.